Hypothermia in children and babies. Hypothermia in children and infants can be difficult to detect because they are unable to express themselves well. It is important to act quickly and to ensure that your body temperature is restored as quickly as possible. Hypothermia is a drop in body temperature below normal limits, that is, below 35 degrees. From this floor, the compensation mechanisms for regulating body temperature begin to fail. What to do in case of hypothermia in children and babies? Mechanisms of temperature loss. By radiation, difference in temperature gradient between the organism and the surrounding environment. By conduction, by contact with surfaces having different temperatures, in this case colder or lower temperatures. Evaporation. Consequence of the release of temperature by the conversion of a body liquid into vapor or gas. For example, increased sweating, rapid breathing. Causes of hypothermia. Hypothermia can occur in any population group and at any time of the year. The babies and young children are most susceptible to hypothermia. Indeed, their body evolves and their temperature regulation mechanisms are not fully developed. The most common causes of hypothermia in children and infants are inadequate protection of the baby against low temperatures, allowing baby or child to wear wet clothes for too long in cold environments or in strong wind. In some cases, when children have a fever, parents try to lower the temperature by exposing them to very cold temperatures. For this, they use cold compresses, cold water baths or fans. This can lead to a thermoregulatory shock in the face of such a sudden change in temperature. Symptoms of hypothermia. Children and infants usually do not shiver or report tremors. Their skin becomes cold, there may be a change in color, paleness, or for many babies, the permanence of a pinkish tone. Breathing and pulse slow down. Reflexes are annihilated. In babies who cannot feel cold, special attention should be paid to skin temperature, changes in behavior, lack of appetite. How to act in case of hypothermia in babies. It is vitally important that you contact a doctor if there are any signs of hypothermia in a baby. If immediate attention is not possible at this time, general recommendations are as follows. Gradually increase the heat of the environment, take it to a warm room and remove wet clothes. Cover and protect her head with a hat or blanket and hug her to your chest to warm her with body heat. It is very important not to apply a direct heat source to bare skin. Do not use hot water bottles or hot water compresses unless there is a cloth in between to avoid burns. It is advisable to check the child's vital signs from time to time, even after the hypothermia has stabilized. If he loses consciousness, check his breathing. If he is breathing, place him in the side-safe position, otherwise give mouth-to-mouth and cardiac massage while awaiting necessary medical attention. How to act in case of hypothermia in children. Depending on the severity of the situation, it may or may not be necessary to call emergency services. Assess for symptoms and if you don't see severe signs of hypothermia, proceed to the following steps. Give the child a warm bath until the skin color returns to normal. Help the child to get out and dry off quickly. Dress him in warm clothes, take him to a warm room, and wrap him in plenty of blankets. Likewise for babies, it is important to provide them with your own body heat and to protect their head with a hat, as well as their hands and feet. Give the child hot drinks and energy foods. Never leave him alone in case his symptoms get worse. Generally speaking, by applying these techniques, the body temperature will return to normal within a relatively short period of time. If not and symptoms worsen, immediately take the child to emergency services or call an ambulance.